Glad to have you with us from Ross-Ade Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. It's the Arizona Wildcats and the Purdue Boilermakers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Purdue Boilermakers have a unique and beautiful stadium. Ross-Ade Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana is a fun place to watch a game. The gold and the black, the home of the biggest drum in all of the bands. Not only that, every time the team scores, a loud train whistle gets the crowd riled up. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. So the Purdue Boilermakers kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here's the give off the left side. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
There's a crease. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And that is the easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep, and how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that. We've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's frustrating when you see him not adjust. And then, listen, you can see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we've got to see that a second sooner so he can come up and make a play.
First carry of the season for this transfer. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Incomplete. That one batted away at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage, that are going to the running backs and to the tight ends, those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the right. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Boilermakers send out the punt unit. He makes the catch at the 10. they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Running to Green. Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
There's some room. Picks up the first down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Well, the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint. The Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the...
Snags it and he's open. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. At the 35, he's open. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Catch inside the 25. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down, it's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Looking long. Makes a deep grab. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And another big play for this offense. How about this offense coming out on fire, throwing the football all over the yard, making big plays. This is a tough unit to stop this defense. They better find some answers, or he's going to throw for more yards in this game than he ever has.
Using the quick game. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. The offense will take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Fires to the big fella. And that corner, despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I know, everyone's yelling, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short. Guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Dropping back, it's Fafita. Here's the pressure. Upstairs, he's got it. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Arizona right back to the line. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Yeah, and that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Arizona. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And interesting, on 3rd and short, man, a lot of time defenses get really, really aggressive, so they try to slip in the screen, but they played it nicely, got pressure on the QB, got in there so fast, kind of disrupted the timing, and won that 3rd down.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Shoots it to the left. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. Maybe some room here. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Couldn't quite make the connection, now staring at a 3rd down. Looking to pass, it's Fafita. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it.
He'll field the punt. Slips through the line. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
The Boilermakers decide to call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Gets it out quickly. And he's only able to pick up about a yard before he's stopped on the play. That'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this knee didn't let him sniff that first down marker. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He'll try to do it himself.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
The Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grab behind the line. It's Gibson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. First down here for the offense. Wants to go right back downfield. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. The Boilermakers will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. To the air, it's Fafita. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Pulls it in down the sideline. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wants to throw it again. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks into the open. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
And how about he dropped back to pass twice on this drive so far? He's thrown 2 completions and chewed up over half the field. This offense, this QB, dialed in, understanding what he's seeing, and he is putting his foot down and being aggressive, taking shots down the field, and now this offense in great scoring position.
Timeout called by Purdue. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Quarterback will keep it. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Tulsa taking on the Oklahoma State Cowboys. And it's the Golden Hurricane trying to win the home opener. They've got the lead midway through the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Back to pass on second down. The short hands, it's Gibson. At the 35, he's loose. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. Stepping to the right. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gibson. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. They'll give it to Jarrett Gibson. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
The Boilermakers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Man, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. To the air, it's Fafita. Here's a heat. Got his man on the right. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient, and when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Got a little grass. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
That's an awesome job by the defense. They're sniffing out the screen, reading the body language of the running back. They were not fooled, and they knocked it away.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Force a 4th down. The Boilermakers decide to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. A field goal attempt from here would just be 48 yards, but they'll try to move the chains on 4th down and short. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Hey, 4th and short, it's time to be physical. You give it to your running back. You can see he gets physical, gets downhill, gets the first down.
And the Wildcats back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll give it to him again. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them. Successful move.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona!
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be 4th down.
Well, this is a defense that we know.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scary.
do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. This should be the last play of the quarter. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. Here's Gibson one more time. Finding some room to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. And the Boilermakers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Handoff for Jarrett. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. The Boilermakers will line it up on 1st and 10. Makes it past the marker. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. 6th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Look at the big fella roll. The 20, the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You pick 6 right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
He'll bring it out. It's Harris. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line.
Here we go. Ready, go.
They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. Got enough for the first. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Gibson again. Might have a chance. The 40. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
David, this guy's showing us everything. between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. With that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And right down the middle.
Number 42, set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Timeout called by Purdue. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play.